Draymond Green's ejection didn't stop the Warriors from stealing Game 1 in Memphis, much to the Grizzlies' chagrin. Draymond Green's flagrant 2, which resulted in an ejection, was not downgraded by the NBA's league office. After saying on his podcast Sunday night that the flagrant was a reputation call more than anything else, Draymond continued to address the situation yesterday. Take a listen.
No, I didn't pull his shirt down. I tried to stop him from getting an one, which is why I tried. Listen, you know me. I'm not stopping anybody from falling if I'm trying to foul. I tried to hold the guy up so he didn't pull his shirt.
You didn't pull his jersey?
Oh, he did. Look at his feet.
You know the law of gravity. If he tries to jump up this way and my hand is caught in his shirt this way, it's automatically gonna like come down the opposite way. But I didn't yank his jersey, and in order to get it suspended, it has to be excessive. I didn't do this. He's just jumping and my hand is up.
Why didn't you not let go?
Because then he's gonna fall in his face and they're gonna say I tried to do it if I let him go.
Okay, all right. There it is.
This is me you talking to now. We know I play by a different set of rules, which I'm okay with. But if I let him go, then it's like, oh man, you slammed him down.
Jet asking the tough questions. Draymond is double downing here, guys. Shannon, are you buying any of what Draymond's selling?
Skip, I'm not buying these. I'm not buying this $3 for $1. Draymond is delusional. Skip, Draymond says, well, he's going to fall on his face if I don't grab his jersey. How? How is that man going to fall on his face if you don't grab his jersey?
Well, he said if I don't yank sideways, he's going to go straight down. Like, none of this makes a lot of sense.
No.
But remember, the first point is he said my hand got accidentally caught in his jersey. Accidentally?
He hits the man with the right, and then all of a sudden, because the guy still has the ball, he grabs with his left. How is that an accident?
Okay, grabbed is the operative word because he grabbed and held.
Grabbed it.
Right?
And of course, Draymond, even if you don't yank, if I have a hold of your jersey and you try to jump up in the air, even if I don't do this, you're going to come down pretty hard because it's resistance. I don't know if anybody's done resistant band training, Skip. There's a reason why. You go up, those bands snap you down, you have to be under control. And he's like, the guy's laying on the floor, and Draymond still has his jersey, and he said, well, I tried to save him from hitting his face. If you don't grab his jersey, you don't have to worry about him hitting his face. Everybody keeps talking about, well, Draymond got suspended. Skip, Kiki Vandeweghe even said in his release, the act alone did not warrant Draymond, but because he had accumulated enough flagrant points.
You mean this time or in 2016?
In 2016.
Yes, okay, got it.
Guess what's going to happen, Skip? If he gets another flagrant 2, he's going to miss another game. Whether that incident itself rises to the level, he would have accumulated enough points. Skip, it's kind of like a DUI. It goes on a point total. You get enough of those, you lose your license. Draymond, you got enough flagrant 2, so you have to be suspended. And for him to say, well, I just nicked him in the face. Skip.
He nicked his face.
He nicked him. Man, you hit that man all upside his head. And like Chuck said, Skip, I didn't hear it at the time. Steve, my researcher and my producer, my side of the show, he sent it to me. Chuck said, Draymond, actually, you deserve 2 flagrant 1s because you hit the guy in his face, which is a flagrant 1, an unnecessary blow to the head or shoulder area, and you grabbed the jersey the guy, which is not a basketball play. So that's 2 flagrant 1s, which is 1 + 1 = 2. So you got to get up out of there. And Draymond's like, well, you know, they officiate me different. No, yes, they should because of your history. You have a history of these type of antics. So what are they supposed to do? Look at you and like, oh man, that's Steph Curry. We got to, you know, like treat him like he does Steph. Cause you know Steph. No, bro, you get like reputation. It precedes you, bro. Every time you go into the game, whether it's Kane Fitzgerald, it don't matter who it is, Sean Wright, Mott, Garbage, Zach Zarba, whoever the case may be, Pivot, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
That's you, Draymond. They know you. And so you're not going to get the benefit of the doubt. Skip, but I'm not buying what he's talking about. The man done kicked the man. Ah, man. And Draymond up there trying to explain his case. But if you took that before a judge, bro, the jury going to laugh you out. The jury going to give you like double the time because you brought this talking about I didn't hit him. Bruh, I nicked him. No. Come on, Dre.
Come on, Dre. Okay. I'm going to reiterate my stance of, in the moment, and as we opened the show yesterday. And my stance was, I've covered so much NBA basketball back to the middle 1970s, playoff basketball,
Right.
back in the day when football was allowed in basketball, that at that flashpoint moment, I said that's not a flagrant 2.
Right.
Because there wasn't one move that was so egregious, but it was 2.
Right.
1 + 1.
Right.
That's exactly what it was. But neither of the ones was a 2.
Right.
So, again, my context is so different because I obviously don't want the Stars kicked out of the game.
Right.
It's the playoffs. I want it even, Steven, fair and square, level playing field.
Right.
I don't want Draymond out of the game, although he continues to risk being kicked out of the game, if not suspended.
Right. Well, you want something that Draymond doesn't want for himself because he keeps doing this action.
Okay, and he's got a little bit of AB going on because the more attention he gets, the more he wants to be the bad guy.
Right.
I think he's delighting in the role of the villain, right? Because he even went so far as to say, well, I didn't hurt my team. Hurting my team would be giving up layups. Well, no, off reputation, off a flagrant 1 plus a flagrant 1 on the same play, you cost your team the whole second half.
Correct.
They won the game, so you got taken off the hook by your team.
Exactly, and that's why he's talking. That's why he's doing the media tour, Skip, because they won the game. I guarantee you, had they lost this game, he wouldn't be talking as big and as bold and as bad as he's talking right now.
Okay, so after I tweeted in the heat of the moment, there's no way this is a flagrant 2. He has repeatedly lost me so much that now it feels like it's a flagrant 3 to me. Seriously, because he just makes it worse and worse and worse. And the first way he made it worse was by his Antonio Brown Memorial reaction on the floor when he lost his mind.
Right.
Running around like a crazy man, waving his arms.
Yeah.
It was just like lunacy. And TNT had a great shot of somebody sending in a meme with AB's shirtless body with Draymond's head on it, because didn't it smack of? Didn't it have sort of the faint echoes of AB? It wasn't quite AB, but it was kind of crazy in the ballpark, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that made it even worse because you made the point yesterday, you're really showing up the referees when you do that, and it is on live national television, and the commissioner and all of his lieutenants, they can't love that look. That's a bad look for the NBA to me. To react to a punishment like that.
Oh, you think this a joke? You just received a flagrant 2, and you're thinking it's a joke. You think it's funny. Your antics tell me that you don't take this serious, that you didn't take what just happened serious.
Right, and you're egging on the Memphis crowd, and God knows where that could go, where it could just go completely. Because you're taunting, you're kind of doing a weird quote-unquote victory lap around about half the arena.
Yeah, but the man said he didn't even think he'd get a flagrant 1 after he hit the man in the face. Forget the jersey tug at the end. I didn't think I deserved a flagrant, even though I hit the man in the face. When you know the rules, any necessary contact above the shoulder, the head area.
That's definitely, by the letter of the law, that's a flagrant 1. It's period, end of story. Okay? Then you try to argue, you accidentally got your hand tangled up in the jersey, baloney. And then you say, I'm a strong man, and if I had really tugged straight down, he would have gone down like a sack of potatoes.
Right.
That's basically what he's saying.
Right.
He's saying he tugged sideways and then held on and actually held him up and kept him out of harm's way. I think he hit the floor before Draymond tried to hold him up.
Thank you. I can assure you, Draymond, you're strong. I believe you're strong for NBA standards.
Sure.
But you're not holding up a 200-pound man with one hand.
Well, listen,
you're not that strong.
Brandon Clark looks like he weighs way more than 200.
I know. He's like 6'9", so I'm giving him 235, 240. But Draymond is not going to hold that man up with one hand once he jumps up in the air. He's not that strong, Skip.
No. And then he tried to explain that in fact, Ernie Johnson asked him the question, which was a very good question, like, well, how do you, I'm paraphrasing the question, how do you explain your antics after you got ejected? And he said, well, I needed to go back. I don't know, do we have that? We might have that soundbite. Do we have that one handy by chance? I'm not sure we are able to dig it out of. Okay, let's play it here now to show you this, indicate this is what he said about why he acted the way he acted.
When did you decide you were going to react the way you did when you were ejected and you were all over the baseline?
Well, I was going to head out, and so I was just running to leave. And then I said, you know what? I got to go talk to my guys because we still need to win this game. And so I went and dapped up my guys, and then I left out.
No, this was not Draymond
Hey,
after
no, that
getting
ain't me, Josiah. That's different.
That's what I said yesterday. I said he reminded me of AB when he pieced out the crowd in MetLife.
Okay, can you begin to figure out how he was trying to explain? He went back to talk to his teammates.
He didn't say nothing. All he did was dap him up. In that moment, Skip, it was about Draymond. It wasn't about the team. Just like in that moment right there, who was that moment about? Was that about Tampa? That was about AB. Draymond doing what he did, he made it about him. He made it about him when he got the flagrant 2 and got thrown out the ball game. And because they won the game, he got let off the hook. Well, if that's the case, if you don't feel you let your team down, so he only feels that he'll let his team down if he's thrown out the game and lost. Because that's exactly what he said for Game 5. I lost my cool. We ended the series turning that ball game. Why you feel that way? You didn't feel you did anything wrong?
Just me. If I'm the league office, I would fine him for his exit.
Yeah.
It's just.
Oh yeah, they're gonna get him. They're gonna get him. They're gonna probably cost him 50 grand.
You got to find that.
Yeah.
And then it's very possible he's going to also get fined for not addressing the media in a post-game session at the arena, whereby you could do Q&A with him because he went straight back to his hotel room, it appeared, to do